The night is dark, yet a single celestial body illuminates the world beneath it. It's the full moon, a spectacle that has intrigued humanity since time immemorial. For as long as we've been able to lift our eyes to the heavens, the moon has held us in its thrall. This radiant orb hanging in the night sky has been a source of fascination, inspiring awe and wonder in equal measure. As it journeys through its phases, the moon has been a constant presence in our lives, marking the passage of time, guiding our paths and shaping our understanding of the cosmos. In ancient times, the full moon was imbued with mystical significance. Civilizations like the Mayans, Egyptians, and Greeks saw it as a powerful entity. To them, it was more than just a celestial body. It was a divine presence that could influence events on Earth. The Mayans, for instance, developed an intricate lunar calendar, believing that the moon's phases could predict natural phenomena and human behavior. They associated the full moon with fertility, rebirth, and transformation. The Egyptians, on the other hand, revered the full moon as a symbol of immortality and resurrection. They saw it as a manifestation of their lunar deities, and its cyclical nature mirrored their beliefs about life, death, and rebirth. The Greeks too held the full moon in high esteem. They associated it with the goddess Selene, the embodiment of the moon, who they believed rode across the night sky in a silver chariot. To them, the full moon was a time of heightened spiritual activity, a period when the veil between the mortal world and the divine was at its thinnest. These are but a few examples of how the full moon has inspired a sense of reverence and awe in our ancestors. Across cultures and across time, it has been seen as a harbinger of change, a symbol of the divine and a guide for humanity. Thus, the full moon has always been a source of wonder and mystery, captivating the minds of our ancestors. In the cosmos, everything is in a constant state of change, and the moon is no exception. Our moon, Earth's only natural satellite, undergoes a fascinating transformation every month. This transformation, or lunar cycle, is divided into several distinctive phases. We start our journey with the new moon, the first phase when the moon is invisible to us. It's nestled between the Earth and the Sun, with its dark side facing us. Then, as days pass by, a thin silver crescent appears in the sky. This is the waxing crescent phase. The moon is starting to move away from the Sun, and more of its surface becomes illuminated for us to see. The first quarter follows next, where half of the moon's face is basking in sunlight. It's a beautiful sight, as if the moon is split into two halves of darkness and light. The waxing gibbous phase comes next. The moon continues to move, and now more than half of it is illuminated. It's growing, getting brighter every night, preparing for its grand spectacle. Finally, about 2 weeks after the new moon, we have the full moon. The entire face of the moon is illuminated by the sun's rays. It's a breathtaking sight, isn't it? This brilliant celestial body hanging in our night sky, a symbol of wonder and mystery. But why does this happen? Well, it's all about the moon's position relative to the Earth and the sun. As it orbits around our planet, different portions of the moon are illuminated by the sun. This changing illumination is what we perceive as the moon's phases. The full moon in particular occurs when the moon is on the opposite side of the Earth from the sun. The sun's light fully illuminates the moon's surface that we see, creating this magnificent spectacle. As the moon completes its cycle, it gifts us with the awe-inspiring spectacle of the full moon. This lunar event, so predictable yet so captivating, is a testament to the intricate and enduring dance of celestial bodies in our cosmos. The full moon is not just a spectacle for us humans, but it also plays a significant role in the natural world. Our planet's silvery satellite doesn't only cast its ethereal glow over our night skies, it also guides the ebb and flow of our oceans. The gravitational pull of the full moon in tandem with the sun orchestrates the tides, creating a rhythm of life for countless marine species. Corals, for example, synchronize their spawning with the lunar cycle, releasing their eggs and sperm en masse under the full moon's watchful eye. Further from the ocean's edge, the full moon's radiant light influences the behavior of many nocturnal animals. Predators like owls and lions use this extra illumination to their advantage, their hunts aided by the moon's glow. Conversely, their prey, such as rodents and smaller birds, become more cautious, altering their activities to avoid becoming an easy target under the bright moonlight. Even the plant kingdom doesn't escape the moon's influence. Some researchers suggest that certain plants, such as the ephedra fulmina, time their pollination to coincide with the full moon. These plants release their pollen in the cool, dew-drenched evening air when the moon is at its brightest, attracting nocturnal insects that aid in their pollination. The full moon also affects the circadian rhythms of many organisms. These internal biological clocks are sensitive to light changes, and the full moon's brilliance can disrupt sleep patterns not just in humans, but in animals too. Birds have been observed to sing at unusual hours, and even the humble earthworm has been known to surface in greater numbers during the full moon. So, the full moon isn't merely a celestial body that stirs poets and lovers, it's a powerful natural force that shapes the rhythms and behaviors of life on Earth in subtle and not so subtle ways. It's a reminder of our interconnectedness with the wider cosmos and the intricate dance of life that unfolds under the moon's soft glow. Indeed, the full moon's influence extends far beyond our human world, reaching into the depths of nature itself. From romantic notions to eerie tales, the full moon has been at the center of countless superstitions and beliefs. For centuries, civilizations across the globe have looked up at the night sky, attributing mystical properties to the full moon. These superstitions, as diverse as the cultures they originate from, continue to pervade our collective consciousness. In Europe, for instance, the full moon was often linked to lunacy, a belief so deeply ingrained that our very word for madness, lunacy, stems from Luna, the Roman goddess of the moon. Some European folklore even suggested that sleeping in the moonlight could cause blindness or madness. Moving to the east, in many Asian cultures, the full moon is seen as an auspicious symbol. In China, the moon is associated with the yin principle, embodying tranquility and femininity. The Mid-Autumn Festival, also known as the Moon Festival, is a time when families gather to celebrate the full moon and express their hopes for a bountiful harvest. Meanwhile, in parts of Africa, it's believed that the full moon enhances fertility and love. Many traditional ceremonies and rituals corresponding to the lunar cycle are designed to harness this powerful energy. In the Americas, Native American tribes held the full moon in high regard. Each full moon of the year had its own name and significance, from the wolf moon in January, symbolizing the howling of wolves in midwinter, to the harvest moon in September, marking the time to gather crops. In the oceanic expanses of the Pacific, Polynesian cultures revered the moon as a navigator's guide. The lunar cycle's predictable rhythm helped ancient mariners chart their voyages across vast distances. These are but a few examples of the full moon's influence on human culture. The moon's luminous presence in our night sky has stirred our imagination and shaped our traditions in profound ways. Despite our scientific understanding, the full moon continues to be a source of superstition, adding to its enigmatic charm. In today's world, the full moon continues to captivate us, be it for its beauty, its influence, or its mystery. Just like our ancestors who gazed up in awe, we too find ourselves mesmerized by its silvery glow. But the full moon is not just a sight for sore eyes, it's a cultural phenomenon. It slips into our stories and music, casting a spell over our imaginations. Popular media is awash with tales inspired by the full moon. Werewolves howling, lovers swooning, and detectives solving crimes under its watchful glow. These narratives, woven into the fabric of our culture, are testament to the enduring allure of the full moon. Yet it's not just in the world of fiction that the full moon holds sway. Festivals around the globe are timed to its cycle. From the Mid-Autumn Festival in China, where mooncakes are shared to celebrate unity, to the Lantern Festival in Thailand, where thousands of lanterns are released into the night sky, creating a spectacle as breathtaking as the full moon itself. And let's not forget the moon's role in our dreams of the cosmos. Space agencies across the planet have their eyes set on our lunar neighbor. Plans for lunar bases are no longer the stuff of science fiction, but a tangible goal. The full moon, once a distant and mystical object, is now within our grasp, a stepping stone into the vast expanse of the universe. Indeed, the full moon is more than just a celestial body. It's a cultural touchstone, a source of inspiration, and a symbol of our collective aspiration. It's a testament to our human curiosity and our ceaseless quest for understanding. From ancient times to the present day, the full moon remains a symbol of fascination, a celestial spectacle that continues to stir our curiosity and wonder. As we continue to unravel its mysteries, who knows what the future holds? One thing is for certain, the full moon will continue to illuminate our nights and our imaginations for generations to come.